What is happening, y'all? Welcome to day one of Capcom Highlights 2024. I'm your co-host, Fighting Cowboy. I'm a content creator and variety streamer, and I've been playing Capcom games as long as I've been able to hold a controller.
What's up, everybody? My name's Joe. I'm one of the Capcom USA community managers. Super excited for today's Capcom Highlights. We've got 2 days of exclusive looks at some of our upcoming games that we really can't wait to get into it. Cowboy, I think there's going to be some games in here that you'll be pretty excited about.
I'm ready to see them.
All right, well, without further ado, let's get into today's first game.
CruznMJD, Path of the Goddess. CruznMJD, Path of the Goddess, is a single-player action game that will test your strategy skills in a Japanese-inspired setting. The game is set on a mountain covered by defilement. During the day, rescue villagers to work with you. At night, the gates to another world open, and you'll fight to protect the maiden. Repeat this day-night cycle to bring peace to the villages and purify them. Mount Kafuku, a land blessed by nature and the goddess who inhabits it, is suddenly engulfed in a black substance. This defilement transforms the mountain. It steals masks that contain the goddess's powers, making them its own, and threatens the villagers. So is the protagonist of the game. So guides the maiden, Yoshiro, as they use the masks and work with the villagers to purify each village and return the mountain to peace. Now, let's take a look at some in-game footage as we go over elements of the gameplay. Torii gates cover the mountain. At night, these gates connect to another world, and the Seethe emerge to steal Yoshiro's power. During the day, you must purify the defilement and guide Yoshiro to the gates so she can sever the connection to the other world. Villagers who have been purified are given powers through masks and are able to take on a variety of roles as they work with So to fight off the Seethe. Woodcutters excel at close quarters combat. Archers fight from a distance. Ascetics use spells to restrain the Seethe. There are many other roles. You can freely place villagers who have been assigned roles. The carpenter accompanying So can repair contraptions in villages to help fight off the seethe more effectively. During the day, rescue villagers, make repairs, and strategically place villagers to fight off attacks. The game progresses in real time, and night arrives before you know it. The seethe that emerge from the gates at night attack Yoshiro in many different forms. So gracefully fights them off with dance-like sword techniques. Join the villagers who have been assigned roles and fight off the seethe until the sun rises. Tsuba guards contain the goddess's power and give So the ability to launch powerful attacks. Change villager placement and roles in real time, even at night. What placements and roles will be most effective? Where will the villagers fight? And which enemies will So focus on? Constant changes will test your strategy and tactics. Guide Yoshiro to the Torii gates as the days and nights cycle to purify the gates and villages of defilement. Amongst the seethe are the especially fearsome festering seethe. They pursue So and Yoshiro with powerful attacks. Working together with the villagers is the key to defeating the festering seethe. Purify the defilement covering the mountain. What is it that awaits Yoshiro where you guide her? This title will be available in Japanese as well as English, Chinese, French, and other languages. We're excited to share this Japanese-inspired setting and dynamic gameplay with players around the world. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess, launches on Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series X, S, Windows, PlayStation 5, and Steam. Available in 2024.
All right, there you go. There's a first deep dive into Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. It's coming later this year, and it looks really awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited that we finally got to see gameplay. This is something I've had my eye on, and it's really interesting seeing kind of the fusion of both strategy and action, like setting up your troops for the battle, but then also engaging in the battle and moving them as things progress. Definitely a very unique concept, and of course we got that very traditional Japanese aesthetic going on with the spirits and whatnot. So, really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, super unique, super creative game. And with that said, let's get to our next title.
Dragon's Dogma 2. Hello everyone, my name is Hideaki Itsuno, and I'm the director of Dragon's Dogma 2, and I'm producer Yoshiaki Hirabayashi. Dragon's Dogma 2 launches on March 22nd. Today, we'd like to introduce some of the game's features. Dragon's Dogma 2 is a narrative-driven, open-world, action RPG set in an immersive fantasy world. We hope players feel like they've been reborn in this vibrant new world. Join forces with pawns skilled with various weapons to form a party of up to 4. While this is a single-player game, forming parties will recreate the feel of being on an adventure with friends. Players will encounter legendary monsters as they venture through the distinct areas of the game. Some monsters fly through the air with dynamic attacks, while others are more cunning and mysterious. Some appear at night, and others are colossal in nature. They will create a variety of challenges for the player. Test your decision-making ability and creativity using your vocation and the surrounding environment. Of course, you can always choose to run away. If you run somewhere occupied by other characters, you may end up naturally joining forces. But reactions will vary character to character. Some will be frightened, while others will show courage. Their relationship with you, the Arisen, will vary based on the actions you take. That, in turn, will change their relationships with each other. A variety of characters await you on your journey through Dragon's Dogma 2. Over 1,000 characters inhabit the world, each with their own unique stories and motivations. They will sometimes ask for your help, marking the beginning of a new quest. Quests have an array of different objectives, from saving people being attacked by monsters and avoiding detection as you sneak into a location, to locating and delivering valuable items.
Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well.
In some situations, combat isn't your only option. One alternative might be to make a counterfeit item and see if you can pass it off as the real thing. The world is a complex web of human relationships, and the player's choices have consequences. We've expanded the world of the original game to make it a denser, more elaborate experience, enabling players to fully inhabit the role of the Arisen. We have several announcements ahead of the release of the game. First, take a look at this video. Starting today, players can create and edit their Arisen protagonist and main pawn in the Dragon's Dogma 2 Character Creator and Storage. Of course, you'll be able to transfer the character data to the full version of the game. Up to 5 Arisen and 5 pawns can be created. This is the perfect opportunity to prepare for the adventure before the release of the game. Furthermore, we are planning to have some of the pawns created by specific players as official pawns. Players will be able to hire up to 2 of these pawns to aid them on their journey. We will have more details about official pawns and who they will be in the near future. Please watch for updates. Dragon's Dogma 2 is now available for pre-order. The Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition both include pre-order bonuses. We hope you consider pre-ordering. The March 22nd release date is right around the corner. We here on the Dragon's Dogma 2 team are thrilled for you to experience this game. Thanks for your patience.
Wow, there's so much good stuff in there, lots to dissect. And it looks like people can go ahead and start creating their Arisen and their pawns with the character creator, right, Cowboy?
Yeah, that's something I'm really looking forward to. I usually spend my first hour of gameplay just in character creation, so getting that done and ready to go is going to be fantastic. And of course, I get to create my own official cowboy pawn, so make sure to keep your eyes out. It's going to be the best tank in the game.
Well, we could spend all day talking about the details, but we've actually got a special guest joining us. It's the director of the game, it's Tsuno-san. Hello, Tsuno-san. Thank you so much for joining us.
はい、こんにちは。 カプコンのいつの秀明です。今日はよろしくお願いします。
So we're very excited to talk to you about Dragon's Dogma 2 today. We also had the announcement of the official pawns, which is something I'm very excited to be a part of. And pawns are something that are very unique to Dragon's Dogma. So talking about pawns in general, how have they evolved in Dragon's Dogma 2? What can you tell us about them?
前回と比べてポーンすごくなんていうのかな、賢くなっているというよりかはより個性的になっています。よりプレイヤーが育てたメインポーンの、知識とか、一緒にメインポーンと行動した内容とかが、貸し出した先でもより忠実に、その経験を、他のプレイヤーに伝えたりとかすることができるようになっています。あと今回スペシャリティっていう、ポーンそれぞれの特別な能力っていうのがあるんですけども、これはポーン1人につき1個だけ習得することができるんですけども、これがちょっと新しくて面白くて、主にプレイヤーがめんどくせえな、これ誰かに代わりにやってくんねえかなっていうことをポーンがやってくれるような特殊能力になってるので、これをどの能力をポーンにつけるか、もしくはどの能力のついてるポーンを借りるかっていうところもすごく、今回面白いかなと思ってます。
Definitely looking forward to that customization. So you've shown off a lot of monsters so far, but thinking about everything you've been able to share, is there one that's really a standout that you can't wait to see players get the chance to go up against?
スフィンクスですね。まず見つけるとこから大変だとは思うんですけども、ゲームプレイ始めたらそういえばスフィンクスっていう話あったなと思いながら、フィールドを冒険してもらえると出会えるかもしれないんで、ぜひスフィンクスと戦ってもらいたいなと、まず喋ってもらいたいなと思います。
Sounds like we're going to have to hunt down that Sphinx. So a little bit of a fun question before we move towards the end here. What would you say is your favorite vocation that you had a chance to play so far?
最近やってるのはソーサラーなんですけども、この前新しく紹介したジョブの、アリズン、そのアリズンっていうジョブの中でソーサラーの武器を装備させて近接攻撃系のジョブとソーサラーを混ぜて、戦うっていうのが最終的には楽しかったので、それをお勧めしたいと思います。
Well, I could honestly ask you questions all day about this game, but I know you're busy and I do want to respect your time. So thank you very much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you so much, Itsuno-san, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.
Well, that about wraps it up for day one of Capcom Highlights 2024. Cowboy, what was your favorite part?
I've been waiting 12 years for a Dragon's Dogma sequel, so as much information as I can get about that, the happier I am. And between the official pawns and the new locales we got a chance to see in the teaser, I'm pretty pumped. I will say though, Kunitsugami definitely looks like a very unique combination of action and strategy, so I'm also looking forward to that.
Yeah, before we wrap up, we do want to say thank you to Itsuno-san for taking the time to speak with us today. We'll be back with day 2 of Capcom Highlights on March 11th, so we hope to see you there. Thanks so much, everybody. Hey everyone, and welcome to the post show for Capcom Highlights Day 1. My name's Joe. I'm one of the community managers here at Capcom USA. Also joined by David at the end over there, also from Capcom USA. And we have some special guests from Japan. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Sure. Hello, my name is Ken Mendoza. I'm a promotional producer for Dragon's Dogma 2, and this is...
Hideaki Itsuno, director of Dragon's Dogma 2.
Itsuno-san, Ken, thank you so much for joining us today. We're so glad to have you here in the office. And we're taking a look at something pretty cool today. Today we're releasing the character creator and storage tool. So this is something that everybody can download for themselves on any platform that they want, and they can go ahead and start creating their pawns and their Arisen for themselves. So should we go ahead and get into it?
I think so.
And what we're going to start with is, so you can actually create Beastren in this game. So we are going to have a little bit of fun and create a Beastren based off of a cat.
Also might be worth noting that you can store up to 5 characters there, so you can create several characters and choose last minute which one to load or use some that you pre-created afterwards. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to show the cat on screen. That's Daisy, who we're trying to match here. She's got like kind of a...
皆さんご覧のデイちゃん、デイちゃん。
今映ってるでしょこの写真がね。
です。
なんでまたこのさ、すんげえやりにくい模様の猫をわざわざ選んでるのかと。
So Joe, why would you choose such a complicated cat out of all possible cat options that we have?
She's so cute. I mean, you can see, right?
可愛いじゃない。
可愛いけどね。難しい模様だもん。
You chose a really cute cat, but it's a really tough one to reproduce here.
Yeah, well, I think David is up to the
大
task.
丈夫です。デビッドが自信あるらしいので。
Okay.
And I think that we'll really be able to see the strengths of the power of the character creator. You can do so much with it.
キャラクリがいかにいろんなことができるか、多分ここで皆さんに見せできると思います。
So right now, David, you're going through the base head options, right? So this kind of like lays the groundwork for the character that you're going to create.
Essentially, yeah. It's like kind of, you can always affect and adjust things as you need to, but like this kind of gives you like a base for where you can go from. So if you want to like get the eye shape or like the way that like certain features are going to look, you can go from there. And then like if I want to adjust to match the fur pattern, I can.
ここから柄をちょっとどこまで合わせれるかです。
Yeah, and you have a lot of options with the fur.
All different types of colors.
めちゃくちゃ色多いでしょ。開発の超こだわりですから。
As you can see, there are many colors. The development team put some effort and then some to make sure that you got a wider range of choices for the colors.
多すぎるだろう、これぐらいいるよっていう言い合いが。
There was a constant back and forth. We have way too many. No, it's not even enough. No, we have too many. No, we need more.
So Itsuna-san, you're on the side of wanting as much as possible,
いつ
right?
もさんどっち側だったんですか？
僕は多すぎんじゃねえかっていう。
Nope, I was on the side on this is way too much.
デザイナーは、いや、これぐらいいりますよ。
Well, the designers were like, no, this, we need at least this much.
I see. Well, Beastren in this game for the first time, so I know that was a focus for the team to be able to create Beastren and Arisen.
But this time we put a lot of effort in this lion-like option that we have for the Beastren, and I think we achieved something. I mean, look at this, all the detail on the fur. This was impossible with the hardware power that previous console generations had. So.
Yeah, and you can even adjust like the length of the fur, right?
髪の長さ、毛皮の長さもちょっと変えられるんですよね。
変えられますね。毛の量ね、ほらすごいですよね。これね。
Exactly, as you can see, you can adjust the length and the amount of fur.
Yeah, so with introducing the Beastren here, I mean, what were some of the overall goals with the character creation tools? Obviously, there's so many more options than there were available in the first game.
獣人のキャラクリに取り入れて、全体的にキャラクリ自体もドラゴンソーマー1からかなりパワーアップしてると思うんですけど、どんなゴールが目的だったんですか？
デビルメイクライね5の時にフォトリアルでどんだけゲームできるかっていうのをやったんで、今回フォトリアルでなおかつキャラクリエイトもできて、しかもフォトリアルの顔ってなかなか作るの難しいんですね。やればやるほどちょっと人間っぽくなくなったりするんだけど、それもユーザーの皆さんが簡単にフォトリアルのよくできた顔ができるようなっていうその作り方もすごくこだわって作ってます。選ぶだけでたどり着くような、やり方を採用してます。
So with Devil May Cry 5, the team tried to implement photorealism into an action game to make it feel natural. And with this game, we didn't only want to go a step beyond that and just have photorealism and also allow the player to create their own character in a photorealistic way. When you try to do that, when you try to go for photorealism and then allow character creation, then when you're editing, often the character will feel unnatural, will have some weird features because you went for photorealism, but we wanted to enable that in a way that felt natural and also intuitive for the user. So that's what we aimed at creating with this character creator.
Yeah, I think personally for myself, anytime I try to make a cool looking character in a game, I'm not very good with the tools. So I usually create something and then I spend an hour on it. I end up not liking it. And then I just go with the default character. So I mean, it's really cool that you can make so many really good-looking characters that look like they would be main character in another game.
めちゃめちゃ僕らとしては嬉しい限りです。
That's exactly what the team wanted to go for. It's great to hear that.
Yeah, and I know in order to kind of achieve that, right, there was a lot of different like faces that were scanned into the game. Can you talk more about that?
そうですね。まあ獣人の顔はスキャンしないんですけど、手作りのやつなんですけども、人間の顔は80人以上スキャンして、まあベースのモデルとして、スキャンしてそれを元に、まあエディターに収録してますね。
So for Beastren, of course, we didn't have anyone that we could actually photo scan for
い
Beastren.
ないからね、ビーストレンね。
we don't have any Beastrens that we could photo scan that would have made things easier. But so the Beastrens are handmade. But for human faces, we scanned around 80 faces, and yeah, so that allowed the customizations between this, and them as a base for all the different customizations that you can make for human faces.
The difference between the Beastren being pretty handcrafted and then trying to make the humans look really realistic. So
だってこんな人いないですもんね。
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean we went for photorealism. It looks kind of realistic. However, you don't find anyone like that looks quite like this.
You don't see these people every day?
no.
こんな感じ電車乗ってないですよね。
本当。
We have to remind everybody it's a fantasy game.
そうそう、歯をね見てほしい。
Yep, yep. Want to look at the teeth. This definitely looks better with Beastren because you can customize the teeth to in humans, but it looks a little bit too crude, maybe. I mean, I'm sure you've never seen a game where you can select which teeth to have and which teeth not to have.
And you can even change the color.
で、歯の色も変えられるんですね。
そうそうそう。
Exactly.
Put all the teeth
で
back.
白いのから黄色いのまで。
Whitish, yellowish.
Oh yeah, it's
黒いのもあるもんね。
Yeah, black teeth.
yeah, the level of detail. There's so much customization.
本当にすごい細かいところまでカスタマイズできますね。
Down to the claws, the color of the
で
claws.
すね。これも爪の色も。
そうなんですよね。いやいやもう本当にこれはもう本当にねチームのみんなのこだわりと頑張りのおかげです。
This really is a product of the labor and the passion of the team that worked on this.
Yeah. Shout out to the team for. I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see what people create now that they'll have their hands on this because I mean, there's just so many possibilities, so many things you can make.
And that's the thing. We expect people to take their time on this. There's so much customization that we hope that people really take their time on this, and that's why this is coming before the game's release.
David, how do you feel we're getting on Daisy here? I think the color is almost there. You got the hair. I mean, you have to take your own interpretation of the hair. It seems like
at this point, I mean, I'm pretty confident with the pattern and everything, the calico pattern. Not sure how I feel about the body. Like Daisy's kind of a small cat, so maybe keep her kind of tiny, meek.
I know he said that Daisy is kind of a mild-mannered cat, but we're taking a little bit more of a intense interpretation here. So, David, are you kind of just playing around with the tools, or do you have something in mind that you're trying to achieve here?
At this point, I'm just trying to make something that looks interesting with the tattoos.
Okay.
But I think I'm just about somewhere where I'm happy.
何してんの？遊んでるだけでしょ。ちょっと。
I think we'll leave her without scars. I don't know. Like
傷も入れましょうか。
ああ、そうそう傷もありますからね。
Sure.
all types of options. But I don't know. I think I'm kind of happy with just the tattoos as the markings.
Vocation. What do we think Daisy is? So she's a pretty shy, nimble cat at first.
We're creating her as a artisan, right?
Yes.
It's your artisan.
Yes.
It's your vocation then.
ジョーさんの隠しあるので、ジョーさんの情報。
そうですね、ジョーさん何が得意なんですか
It's your vocation. So what's your vocation?
I am most likely going with the fighter, so maybe a mage would be helpful.
No, she's your artisan. Though.
Oh, this is my artisan. Oh, that's right.
You just said fighter.
Yeah, let's go fighter. Yeah.
All right, fighter it is.
There's a lot of voice options. You can test them all out.
So again, just a reminder, you can create both 5 characters for your artisan and 5 characters for your main pawn. Right now we're creating what will be Joe's main character is Arisen.
And actually, when you make the pawn, there's even more voice options, right, based on the temperament. So looks like we're ready to finalize here.
We'll do 2 flower names.
All right.
Then you can carry this over into the full game, right?
You can create up to 5 Arisens and 5 main pawns in this character creator, and from those you'll have to choose 1 Arisen and 1 main pawn that you will actually be using when, in the actual
この
game.
ドラゴンドグマ2のロゴがついてるキャラが本編やった時にこう読み込まれて出てきますので。
So whatever character has that Dragon's Dogma 2 logo, in this case, there will be the character that will transfer to the main game when you start playing the game.
Got it. Yeah, that's good indicator so that you know exactly which one is set to be ready for the main game.
You'll have up to 5 options to try different things and go with the one you're most satisfied with.
So we've just made Daisy, and we do plan to release her as part of our official pawn program, which you may have seen within Capcom Highlights that we are partnering up with a couple of Capcom creators and different friends to have their official pawns featured in the game.
I mean, the whole idea behind the official pawns is, again, anyone that's playing the game will have to create a pawn. You know, for me, it's like, oh, I can use the pawn of this person I usually check out on YouTube or whatnot. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
But now that Daisy's in there, would it be okay if you guys made me as a pawn?
Yeah, let's make sure everyone uses Joe as a pawn.
I'm a little scared by that, but
Let's go ahead and make
David,
Joe.
I'm trusting you to.
Oh, you should not trust me.
Okay, all right. And everyone's just seen a lot of the options that you have, so.
Yep, and now everyone all around the world will be able to use Joe the pawn.
I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have made that suggestion. I'm a little worried David might, I don't know what he's going to create.
So word of advice from Itsuno-san, selecting the base face is quite critical if there's a specific look for which you're going, like in this case, for example, if we want the pawn to look like Joe, then the base face, the base head has to resemble Joe as much as possible. Otherwise, no matter how much we mess with the parameters, it will be hard to make it look like something we learned the hard way on practicing for this. So yeah, just if there's a specific look you're going for, and it's not working out, maybe try going back to the base head and changing the base head that you're choosing.
And then once you click on the individual face, then it gives you more options.
ここから選択すると、
そこからまたバリエーションが出てくるんでね。
Yes, I'll just like a base head, yeah. And the idea for this system is, well, distilling it 3 times should give you roughly a look that you're going for. And from there, if you want to customize more, you can spend as much time you want customizing.
Lots of hairstyles here.
That really looks like Joe.
No, wait, hold on. Don't make it a reality, okay?
そこまで現実っぽくしなくてもいいから。
See, do you want to have a mohawk, Joe?
Hold on, let me go just get a haircut. Go back.
Stick with that hairstyle for now.
Yeah, also, once you start the game, by fulfilling certain conditions, by doing certain actions, you will be able to keep modifying the look of your characters or your pawn. So if when you're going through the character creator, there's someone that there's a specific face that you want to resemble, the advice from Itsuno-san and the development team, I know they went through this, is put a picture of that person next to the character creator so that you can constantly compare. Right now we're going kind of blind, but what the viewers should be saying is next to a character creator a photo of Joe so that they can, at least people can tell how close are we getting to.
ライティングってあるでしょ、ライティング。
So there's an option lighting?
ゲーム中のいろんなライティングの時にどう見えるかっていうのもこう変えられるんで。
That gives you a preview of how the character will look in different settings within the game.
そうそう、ゲームで出てきたら全然印象が違ってたってこともだいぶ少なくなると思います。
So this should reduce the amount of people saying, well, sometimes you're creating a character, it has a specific look, and then you start the game and it looks completely different. This should give you a good idea of how your character will look now when it's in game.
ありがとう。
All this, including the lighting preview and all that, the dev team really put some effort into it.
Yeah, I think it really comes through in just the sheer amount of options and things that you can really create here. So just
これだけの選択肢とかいろんなオプションがあるっていうのも、まあ本当に開発大変だったんだろうなってちょっとだけ想像できます。
本当にこんだけ触るって言いながらね作ってましたけど。
Yeah, it was a constant process of, do you really think we need to allow this much customization?
Yeah, I think it's really going to pay off once the community gets their hands on it, and I mean, they'll create so many things.
He doesn't have glasses in here, so
Yeah, we can't add the glasses in the
ここは
creator.
まだメガネかけられないんですよね。So yeah, that's the thing. Right now in the character creator, you cannot put glasses into your character, but once you start the game, you will be able to acquire glasses and put them on your character. So yeah, right now I guess we will have to do the analog method, and I don't know, if you want to take your glasses off.
get your actual eye color, because I don't think you have those eyes.
Yeah, I have like brown eyes, I guess.
Yeah. Brownish eyes. 実際の目の色も。
ね、意外と目の色で似る似ないが出ちゃうんでね。
Yeah, that's something that also the color of the eyes turns out is pretty critical for a character to look alike or not look alike.
You can change so many options here. So there's like 3 different types of eye color. And
本当に
you think my eyes look like that?
俺の目そんなんだっ
You can be soulless sometimes, I feel.
Is that like early in the morning or something?
It's me on an off day.
Yeah.
Eye style too. I think that looks pretty close to your eyes.
And if you wanted to, you could actually do each one separately too. Whoa.
基本ジョーさんとか男前なんだよな。
That's what son is saying. The thing is, Joe's is a pretty good-looking guy. So
No, you're too nice.
yeah,
David, you have to make me
そう言い
worse.
過ぎです。もうちょっと本物っぽくブサイクにしておいてみると。
If that's the case.
まあそこまで言うならば。
I take it back. Oh man. Yeah, that's that's an average day.
まあ平日そんぐらいかな。
平日こんな汚れてんの？
Today's an average day. 平日なんだけど。
Maybe I'm being too nice to
What kind of
Joe.
commute do you have?
Let's see.
I'm not that tall. So,
背高くない。
Yeah.
Let's see, just
Oh.
everything
Oh, no.
everything down. Everything down.
Chicken legs. Oh man. He needs to eat.
Of course, I can always just be nicer again.
Thank you. You're so generous.
これで簡単に元に戻せるので。
そう。この undo、redo の機能がね、便利なんだけど、デバッグが大変だったんですよ。
Yeah. So what do you feel this redo undo function is pretty useful, right? Because it's not saying it's really useful, but oh god, finding all the bugs and clearing these bugs was such a nightmare.
Let's see.
So movement style. This one's pretty important, right?
これも結構重要ですよね。ずっと。
そうですね。男前やと何やってもかっこいいな。
That's the thing. If the character is good looking, no matter what you do, it looks pretty cool. So.
I have pretty bad posture.
Give him that gamer posture.
That just reminded me, maybe I'm being recorded.
Yeah.
これ見てると猫背をちょっと意識してありますね。
Okay, David, you could straighten his back out a little bit, okay?
ちょっと背中まっすぐでもいいんじゃないですよね。
That's okay. Too much. Yeah. Just keep it.
You can lean back. You can lean back a little bit.
だいぶ
Getting close to the defaults.
だいぶやからっぽくなりましたね。
Looks like a pretty, I don't know, the kind of guy that you would be scared to find on the street, maybe. According to Isuna-san at least, and yeah, I agree.
I mean, if you want to get scary,
こっちの方がもうちょっとさらに怖くなりますけどね。怖いやから。
just make Joe as intimidating as possible.
Just the proportions are a little strange there.
ちょっと人間離れしてきたね。
ちょっとバランスが崩れてきた。Yeah, I was driving away from natural look.
From realism.
Yeah. All right, how are you feeling overall? Are we almost there?
I think I'm almost there. It's the chin that we need to. I think we'll leave it right
多
around.
分印象変わるもんね、顎でね。
But yeah, the jaw, the chin makes a big difference in the impression that the face gives, doesn't it? やっぱり開発メンバーでいろんな
テストやってたんですか？
いやいや、大変でしたよ。ずーっとこれ、触ってもらってましたね。
I was asking, so the dev team was, how was it for the dev team to test this? And just like, yeah, there were people constantly on the character creator.
ここだけでうまいこと言ってたらいいんじゃなくて、ゲーム中でいろんなその表情をしたりとか演技したりとか、なっても壊れないようにするのがすごい大変なんですよ。
And the biggest effort for the dev team went not just for the character creator to work properly, for the characters to look properly here in the character creator, but then once you create your character here, making sure that throughout all the game events, all the expressions that they make in the game work correctly for all kinds of creations here, that did represent some work for the dev team.
Yeah. I'm not going to comment on this.
これは言及しないわ。
見えないかわからないもんな。
Yeah, we can't tell. You have to comment on this. How do we ask you why?
Just leave it alone.
これだけはほっといて、本当に。
See, do we have like a Blanca-esque orange color?
これなんかみたいな色かな。
Density. Wow.
That'll be
このや
nice.
つがもう変更できるんですよね。
そうですね。すごいな、ドラゴンズドグマ2。
Isn't Dragon so much impressive? Oh god, there we go.
これはジョーさんの自己申告で何番の色がいいか言ってもらった方がいいんじゃない
So
の
yeah, maybe we should leave it up to Joe. On a Joe, what color? David, wide open for self-declaration of Joe.
Oh man. No teeth?
No teeth? No teeth?
Oh no, what's the color you think you have? Oh no.
じゃあこれもやった歯の数に発売までに合わせてもらいましょうか。
Oh yeah, we should also match this. Like you have until launch date. that was Hitsuno-san, by the way. That was the game director suggesting that. So
Anything can change.
We can knock them out. We can do that right now.
that's up to them. So what color are your chief?
Just I don't know. Just leave it at 7.
わからない。そっちで決めて。
Been chewing on some tar or something.
Yeah, it gets more gray, yeah, and then yellow.
We'll leave it at
せっ
7.
かく
Thank you.
綺麗なホワイトニングしたやつで。
Yeah, it's after a whitening session.
Do you have any tattoos, Joe? I don't even know.
I don't, but again, it's a fantasy game.
開発メンバーには日本人ばっかりじゃなくていろんな国の人がいるんで、いろんな国の人の好みを入れてます。
And the Dragon's Dogma 2 development team has people from all over the world, from different countries. So it's not only Japanese people. We asked all people members in the development team, like, what kind of stuff do you like? And that is reflected here.
And this is that based off of one of the monsters in the game?
ああ、そうですね。そういうゲームの世界観に合わせたやつが多いですね。
Yes, generally speaking, the tattoos are in a way that they match the environment in the game, the world. And also for the tattoos, you can either place one by one, or if you feel more comfortable with, we also have put some on the presets, so we definitely encourage people to try the presets too. Yeah, tattoo presets.
Yeah.
And those are already put in a way that I feel that they...
And yeah, it seems like you can get really granular with it if you'd like, but if you're looking for something that's just like a little bit more pre-made, that just looks cool.
本当に細かく一致つけられるし、もう最初からちょっとかっこいい感じ
そうね。
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
こだわる人はとことんこだわれるし、
Whoa.
パパパってイメージでかっこいいの作りたいのも作りやすくっていうのが今回のコンセプトなんで。
That was a big part of the concept of the character creator. For people that want to put attention to detail, to allow them to modify as many details as we could allow. And but for people that don't want to spend too much time on this, I guess I would be in that case where I want to spend a few minutes here, but in the end I want to end up with a cool looking character without spending too much time on it. The team really wanted to enable that too. That's the idea. We want people to hopefully spend as much time as they want on this until the game comes out, and once the game comes out, take advantage of their creations.
発売日はまあスッと ここに時間取られずにスッとゲーム始められるようにね。
That way, when as soon as the game releases, people will be able to skip the time that they spend on the character creator and just jump straight into it.
俺のこんなんだよってのを SNS に上げてもらって、で、それどうやったらそんな風にできんのみたいな、みんなで情報交換してもらえると発売日までに。
So one thing Itsuno-san encourages people to do is get the character creator, get your cool or your best looking characters, post them on social media so other people can say, hey, how did you get that look? What kind of settings did you adjust to get that look? And enjoy that communication with other people until the game comes out. Brag about it.
Yeah, with how dense the tools are, there's so many things you can do. I think we'll see a lot of cool things.
しかもこうフォトリアルが破綻しないとこが僕はいいなと思ってるんですよ。
And for Itsuno-san, he takes a lot of pride that it still looks photorealistic. So with all these customization options, the end result does look photoreal.
Itsuno-san, are there any characters maybe from your previous games that you're hoping people create or that you see in the community?
まあ僕のというかあなたの理想の人、まあ彼女とか理想の彼氏彼女像みたいなのを俺はこういうのは好みだっていうのをこう作ってもらってどんどん上げてもらえるとちょっと嬉しいかも。
Ben says, one thing that would make me happy maybe would be people creating your ideal significant other, your ideal boyfriend, girlfriend, be what it is. This is my ideal. And then start posting that on social media. He would really enjoy seeing that. So when you do that, please make sure you hashtag the official CruznMJD accounts, and we'll keep an eye on that.
All right, well, David, it looks like you're wrapping up creating me as a pawn now. So before we wrap up, Itsuno-san, Ken, any closing remarks?
ぜひね、皆さんのお持ちのハードでこのキャラクターエリットの体験版ダウンロードしてもらって、それぞれ5体ずつ作って、どれ使おうか発売日ギリギリまで迷っていただけると嬉しいと思います。
So we hope in whatever platform it is that you're playing, that you get the character creator and storage. We create all 5 artisans and all 5 main pawns, and hesitate until the very last minute until the game releases, which is going to be the ones that you're going to be using. Yeah, hopefully you have a good time. Hopefully you get a creation that you're so proud of, that you want to talk about it on social media. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on it, and you can rest assured that the development team will be really enjoying it, and first and foremost, hopefully you and the people that are around you enjoy this.
All right, well, thank you both for being here, for joining us. All the way from Japan, and David, thanks for guiding us through the character creator.
That was too nice.
We're super excited for the game, so we all can't wait to play it, and I'm really excited to just get in there, and I guess I'll have to play as these 2 characters, right? I'll have my pawn as me and Daisy as my Risen.
どのセーブで得たキャラクターはここで決められちゃったので、どっちのチームプレイは楽しみにしてたけど、これで遊びます。That's great.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching Capcom Highlights. And be sure you tune in for day 2 that's happening on March 11th. So we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Bye.